guys, sorry for the mess. I'm in the middle of a project making a whole bunch of pillows, so they're just kind of all piled up on my bed. So today I want to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart. I grew up in church, and like most people who grew up in church, I grew up in the children's department. And then I started working and helping with the children's programs. And through this, I've discovered 5 things that we do wrong in children's ministry. The first thing is it's the only thing kids are allowed to do. Youth can go on mission trips, they can help out with community service, they can participate in services, and of course adults do all these things. But why don't we let the kids? Shouldn't they be able to learn what being the hands and feet of God is by experience? Why aren't we giving them this experience? Instead, we're just not letting them be the church, because they are the church. The second thing is they expect too little of kids. So, I think the most dangerous words you can say in children's ministry is, they can't do it, they're just kids. I know growing up I heard these words many times. Especially once I got to my new church in 5th and 6th grade. You would hear it a lot. And it's damaging to kids. It's damaging for them to think that they're useless and that they can't do these things. And you know what? If you never expect them to do great things, they're not going to disappoint you. They'll never do great things. But if you say to them, okay, we're going to try this, and we'll see if it works. I think you can do it. Try. Even if you don't believe they really can, 9 times out of 10 they'll surprise you. The third thing, they tell stories. Now stories are great, especially for little kids. Like, through maybe 1st grade, maybe 2nd grade. But you're getting to 3rd and 4th grade, and especially 5th and 6th grade, you want to know more. Especially if you've been in church your whole life. You've heard Jonah 1,000 times. You've heard the story of Jesus' birth 1,000 times. Maybe 2,000. And you're done. You don't want to hear the same stories over and over again. You want to know what it all means, why it matters. And as just teaching stories, we're doing a disservice to these kids who want to know more. They have these questions and they want them answered. And we're looking at them and saying they're too young. Saying, those are too big questions for your age. And that's not okay. The 4th thing is there's little to no interaction with what's being taught. You tell them that they should be servants. You show them the importance of following God's will, but you don't give them a chance to use it. They're taught they need to do these things, and then there's no possibility for them to be able to do them. I don't know about you, but if someone tells me this is something I should do, and then there's no possible way for me to do it, I start to feel a little hopeless. And the last thing we want is kids feeling hopeless. And the last thing is a little biblical. Adults forget what's said in Timothy. In Timothy it says, do not let them despise you for your youth. While he's talking to Timothy, who is a young guy, it can also be applied to adults. To be said, don't despise them for their youth. But so many adults do. They're so bitter. They're like, oh, they can't really do anything. Just let them have fun. But they don't all want to. Some of them really are yearning to do what God has planned for them. Some of them want to be used for God's purpose. And these 5 things, plus more, are the reason that so many kids in children's ministry don't make it to youth group. Because they're tired of being treated like they have no part in what's being done. They're tired of being the church of the future, and they're ready to be the church of now. But they've been shut out at every possible place. They've been told they can't do it. They've been told watered down gospel. They've been told that their youth is something just to be looked down on. They don't have enough experience. I'm going to beg you, please stop. If you're watching this and you're in children's ministry, stop. This is not how kids need to be treated. They need to be able to do what God tells them to do just as much as you do. They need to feel like they are helping because they can. They need to know that though things may be difficult, with enough hard work and dedication, they can be done. And they may need a little help along the way. There's no shame in needing help. But if you don't let them try at all, they'll never surprise you. Never. And it's just something so close to my heart, having been in church for so long. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. If you have any ideas for something else I should do, comment them. If you have any comments on what I said, comment them. I want to hear all the things. Thank y'all.